As you move gracefully, with grace, sacred and amazing grace, you enter into the energetics of the magnetic force radiated and beamed to you through the Solstice Stargate. Your conjunction between the living consciousness structures you call planet Jupiter and planet Saturn creates the high-level magnetic pull and magnetic charge. Those with the required level of light quotient within the pineal gland, seat of God, your own personal Stargate, will find these activations begin several hours, even days prior to your solstice point. It is the entire body that is activated through the magnetic pull. So what you may call tingles or electrical type sensations running through the energy system or body may be perceived. There are in fact a myriad of experiences and sensations that can occur, and each experience is subjective. Yet it is the pineal gland, third eye brow chakra that sits and acts as a superconductor or transducer for the activations at this time. The perception of seeing more light or a change in light, however subtle, is likely. There are those who may feel as if a distinct switch has been pressed or turned on or flipped within the area of the pineal gland, as if the channel or receiving inner visual cortex had been changed or flipped. There are those that may see an inner flash of light and or perceive that as an outer flash or series of flashes. It may seem for you as if something moved or shifted in your visual field, and some may see colours or dots, orbs, or perceive a glow or an aura around objects. These experiences and sensations may be profound for you, yet for most they will be subtle, almost barely imperceptible. There is no set type of experience that should occur or will occur, and none that is right with the other being wrong. The experience is shared subjectivity perceived through objectivity. Hold this stance, deeply heartfelt within neutrality, the true positively polarized balance, and allow the passage of time and the flow of energy to guide you through this pivotal time in your planetary now. For you are indeed history in the making. From the service to self perspective, there is indeed a ramping up, if you will, of that which we call attempted planetary takeover. Yet the impact is small when looking at the overall energetic frequency, and it touches only the lower harmonics in the third and fourth dimensions. Your solstice Stargate activations are fifth dimensional and above, for they are celestial. It is the chemical we call celestine that fills your pineal gland with crystalline light at this time, created through joy, bliss, euphoria, heart activations, and the magnetic call, pull or pulse from the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. This we may call a cosmic dance in the heavens, for indeed this is exactly what this is. Your pineal gland is the receiver, the processor, the transducer and superconductor, acting as the quantum computer, if you will. For indeed, your advanced technologies that you may know as quantum are modelled upon the advanced human template. And the quantum computer is but an artificial pineal gland given life through the counterpart of its operator or operators. Each of you hold this technology, which responds to who you are, your overall vibration, and the pulse of your heart. Indeed, the higher heart, if you will. The service to self factions have but one aim at this time, and this is to bring down the vibrational state of humanity and thus the planet through various means. One main target is your emotions. Therefore, they step in with hurriedly created plans, plots, and machinations, with the express purpose of creating extreme disappointment, disempowerment, sadness, frustration, shock, horror, and anger. Only those who do not exist within a cohesive frequency of universal and cosmic connection stand in the line of fire, as it were. For those who do hold this integrated sovereignty, that is the cohesive frequency, they exist within a different form of fire, a circle of fire created by their own inner activations. This is the fire of cohesion and the phase lock that takes place within activated DNA. This can only ever be celestial, solar, galactic, and source aligned. Therefore, each lower, denser emotion is either bypassed, as integration has already taken place, as these individuals enter no surprise at these actions taken, they hold inner preparation, or they integrate instantaneously, or quickly after the emotion is felt. The nature of the frequency at this time is a total flipping to the opposing polarity through neutrality and true unification. This is transmutation and transmigration, as one base compound is alchemized into its polar opposite. This is indeed the true alchemy of the soul. And this is that created, given, and received at the time of the great conjunction Solstice Stargate on December 21st, 2020. Emotions transmutate into hope, happiness, peace, serenity, joy, bliss, excitement, empowerment, and euphoria. It can be no other way, for the pulse of light activations are chemical equations for these emotions. And you may know this as golden mean, Fibonacci sequence, golden equation. This is the activation of the golden light body, or golden Merkaba. This is that which occurs at your solstice point. This is that which occurs for those who stand in light and truth and positive polarization. For all that you are and all that you feel, react to, think and do is amplified at this time. Saturnian and Jupiterian energetics aligned with the incoming frequencies of Ophiuchus and Aquarius, creating the trine within the square within the circle, the event horizon, are cosmic generators of amplification. So Saturnian and Jupiterian energetics, when aligned with lower emotion and lower chakras, create the dark, negative, illusory frequency that powers the inverted matrix of the Iron Core Armageddon template. Yet when aligned with higher emotion and higher chakras, they create the golden frequency, cosmic bliss tones of creation itself. This is the true organic God source reality of the Diamond Core Paradise template. These templates are convergences of timelines and create the physical reality and all that occurs for you in your physical reality experience. This is the reason your dark controllers wish to bring you down at this time, for they utilize the lower fourth dimensional frequencies to give form and structure to their reality. Yet it takes but a few, only a few, that which is squared of the four, for critical mass. Our conduit does not have the mathematical or geometric knowledge for us to bring explanation in its fullest, but know that this is exponential, which creates the quantum. Hence why we say only a few are needed to reach critical mass. And this mass was reached for this light expansion, Golden Merkaba, upon the solstice 21st of December 2012. That which we call the cosmic moment. The service to self factions hoped and aimed and intended to capture, trap and bring down the angelic ones with the golden bodies of light as they stand within the diamond and create rainbow prisms that shoot with light speed, warp speed momentum, the light codes needed for full planetary awakening. They hoped to bring them down with the machinations and manipulations. Yet this only served to create yet more golden fire within the indigo and crystal merge within humanity. The blue ray frequency of the sage, the wisdom, the Atlantean priest holding the Aquarian, Arcturian, Arthurian codes, gave temperance and logical critical thinking to the indigo crystal merge. Whilst the energy of the sage, the wise one, the priest, priestess and goddess has been hijacked, it returns to you in its fullest within this conjunction, within time. The bridge between Solstice Stargate 2012 and Solstice Stargate 2020. We come forward with this transmission to our conduit specifically on the 20th of December 2020. For this is the 2012 or 1220, depending on where you are located. That is the squared of the four for critical mass we speak of. This is the tetragrammaton dimensional edge that is Event Horizon 2020. The 2012 or 1220 takes you into the 2112 or 1221, and your calendrical system moves you from 2020 into 2021. Through the understanding of sacred geometry, numerology and living mathematics, you have the squared of the four, tetragrammaton, that is indeed the name of God. This is your time. This is when everything changes, as these new frequencies of Aquarius filter through into your physical reality, creating apocalypse, which is revelation. You enter the time that is revelations. Indeed, this has been prophesied over many a year and many years. Yet prophecies do not occur single-handedly and alone. They must be fulfilled. Those that create the squared of the four critical mass for golden light bliss, and those who fulfill the prophecy, are, these we speak of, they are you, that we address now. They are you. You who hold bliss, joy, euphoria, strength, courage, integrity, and honour. Those who live by the sword and die by the sword. For that sword is not the fight, but the truth. It is truth that you live by, truth that you die by, and truth that you ascend by. Truth is that which activates the prophecy, for revelations cannot occur without truth. They are intertwined and are one and the same. We repeat, truth is that which activates the prophecy, for revelations cannot occur without truth. They are intertwined and they are one and the same. They are unified, and that is Excalibur. This is the juncture you have come to, the fulfilment of the prophecy that is Revelations. This is all that your solstice point represents, and your fulfilment takes place through body, through mind, through soul, through spirit, through pineal gland activation and image projection, through quantum computer, super transducer, inner organic technology. And all this that is golden light body, golden Merkaba, takes place through your collective higher emotion at this time. Hold the joy of the higher heart, for there lies truth, and that is Excalibur. Go forward into your solstice Stargate point of the 21st of December 2020 and fulfill your prophecy. We are the white-winged collective consciousness of 9.
What is karma? Are there ways we can balance this and become karma-free? Is there a particular nutritional plan we should follow for ascension? Do we increase our karmic balance by eating certain foods? How can we utilize sex magic to work with karma and move through ascension? There are many lessons we can learn from the peoples of ancient Lemuria, a civilization that existed before our known history on planet Earth. As we move through an ascension process collectively, we move back into a new Lemuria, and we take with us all the knowledge we have accumulated since those times. In this transmission from the white-winged collective consciousness of 9, key codes are presented for cellular memory recall, linking the reader beyond Atlantis and into the harmonious frequencies of the first physical civilization on the Earth, Lemuria. The 9 respond to questions using the Lemurian way as a template. Key-coded responses trigger activations within the reader as they receive the wisdom codes, standing as rainbow warriors of Gaia, moving into abundance, alchemy, and Stargate ascension. This transmission is dear to my heart, and I'm so very pleased to announce my new book, Lessons from a Living Lemuria.